You can then sandpaper it back to give a really smooth edge, should you wish. That's what leather people do. Now, obviously, if you start sanding back cotton, you might upset those fibres again. But what it's doing is it's sealing those edges and holding them together. So this was kind of like a bit of a game changer, because I was like, right, now I know. Now, you don't have to do this. The fact that you've got your adhesive that you adhered your PU or your cork together with, that should do the trick. But if we're looking at longevity, if we want these things to hold together for a really long time, we want a nice smooth edge. Now you can work that up into layers to give you a really smooth edge and a really substantial edge. Now, I have got, so that's the clear one that you put on first. And then, look at this. You can then edge it in your edge coat. So if you were, say, using some HH650, which is a double-sided adhesive, and so there was like a wider gap there, or you just want it to be finished off really nicely, for example, and I'm going to go on a little close up here, because, how can I show you this? So this is putting, can you see that edge, that brown edge on the edge of the cork, which suddenly, when you see it all done like that, gives this cork a leather look, which is just incredible. And this also came about because I was looking at a cork handbag that I'd bought in Croatia, gosh, a couple of years ago. And looking at that going, how do they get their edges not white? How do they do that? Which is what set me going about. So you don't need these to make these, you don't. But what it's going to give you is a professional finish. So we're just upping that ante, which I think is amazing. So we're going to have a look at how we're going to use these and the best way in which to use these, how to get the best out of the tools, and then kits and whatnot to use them with. So what we have invested in here at Natasha Makes is a professional leather press, which is incredible because it means that we can bring you kits. There goes a chicken past the window. Bring you kits that we couldn't before. I mean, just imagine this is what we can get for you now, right? So we can cut out the cork for you, and then all you have to do is choose your favourite fabrics, and in the kits I'm going to show you, you get the adhesive that goes between the fabric and the cork, or your PU. And then you use this as your template to cut it out. It's incredible, which means that, look, I've got this fabric lining my bag charm, which I can use as a key ring. And then this is brilliant. Look, this is the rainbow version. And these I've done with screw-in Chicago screws. These have got little heart ones for these kits. And you can, it's a cable tidy. Now they do have a cut across there. Now if you're using your template, you might not want to do that, but you might want to do it so that you just know where that end is, or that end, because I don't know about you, that's the bit that always gets kind of distorted. So if you don't want that bit of the wire distorted, then you can just tuck it in there and you know that it's going to be kept straight and not bent in any way. So these are beautiful, and you can do them in the kits that I've got for you, the pre-cut kits. You just add whatever fabric you want on the inside, and then you screw these in. Or if you want to get the templates, because we've got templates, I'll show you those in a minute, you can just use your normal poppers, or I've got kits where you can have these so that they can then be used as key rings. If I just show you that. I realise that today's show is brought to you by many tiny things. So you've got these in different colours. I've got them in gunmetal, silver and gold colour. But if you're going for the pre-cut kits with, look at that, look at the little hearts. And they're so beautiful, screw-in ones. These were not cheap. They were really not cheap to get in at all. But we've got them in. So where to start with all of this? Let's have a look, shall we? So we've made PU on PU. We've done glitter on PU. We've done beautiful fabrics from yesterday. These are perfect scrap projects. Make and sell, make and sell, make and sell. Now, if you are going to make and sell, then what you might be best off getting, where's it all gone? I've lost it. I dropped it somewhere. I think I've got another one. Are these. And you might have to have a look over here at these. So these are the templates for each of these makes. Okay, so they're made out of 10mm mylar. And you can get the 3 template plastic templates so that you can just keep making. So if you bought the instructions for this on Monday, you've got a paper template, but if you want a stencil, a pre-cut out stencil plastic template, and you've got these, because they make amazing gift trios. So imagine giving someone like that as a gift trio. It's just really, really, really lovely. Or like today's bag is this. And I did, out of my leftover scraps, I did lanyard for my keys. I did that for my wires. And I've just got to add in, this is what I lined it in, that beautiful William Morris. Doesn't it look gorgeous with the cork? And so, yes, you can go bright and fun, and I will do that for a certain Captain Small, turns 6 next month, so we're already doing party favours and party bags. I might, will I even line hers? Yes, of course I will. She'll have all the different colours for all her little friends, and we'll just go, but she will be limited to what is in the scrap bin. That's the thing. So, here we go. Dink, dink, dink. There. So yeah, so for example, now for this bag, not only do I have the bag with these rather fabulous handles, but I also have 3 matching items to go with. You can do this out of PU as well. You can interface denim, you can do it out of denim. But that's suddenly what we're looking at, is gifting, having kits. If you are making to sell, if you are doing teacher gifts, whatever it is, I'm going to be making and selling these in my little shop in Cornwall. I'm going to be doing that, absolutely, no doubt about it. But if you've got a teenager, then having those, just fab. So that's what we've got for you on today's show. Let's have a look at all of these different kits. Now, these kits have got the little screw-in O-ring Chicago screws. So you can get them either in the dark grain cork or the large grain cork with either silver, gold or gunmetal colour. If you do not have a little screwdriver, we've got those on the show today as well. And that's how you're going to screw those in. Okay. If you want to make extras, you want to get your template and make extras of things like this or this. Now you can, look, I've done just my cam snaps here. But if you want to do it with just gold rivets, I've got 3 100 rivet sets left. These have got in them, so if you're starting from scratch with your rivets, yes, you can just bash them onto a hard surface. But if you want to keep their shape, then you want to be doing it into these curved bits, top and bottom. So these are really, really handy kits to have, because they just mean that you can then get the best out of your rivets, which is fabulous. And like I say, I've got 3 of those left. We've sold lots of those in the past. Now, for the bag, let me just show you the bag. I am just waiting for delivery of my leather hole punch. Now, I should have had it yesterday, didn't. So, and I don't know what, I think I've left my other one in Cornwall, because they give me larger holes for my gorgeous Chicago screws. Oh, okay, all right, thank you, Jane. I would have ideally used these, but that couldn't happen. Like we say, this was a show put together rather last minute. But I would be using these Chicago screws in here. We have used these in the past to upgrade our rivet handles, or to make our own rivet handle bags. So that's what they would look like. But I had to use some other ones that were slightly smaller to fit in there. But that's what they would look like. So if you want some Chicago screw sets, and I know lots of you bought those, I've got a handful of those kits left. And just for your information on this, and we will get around to doing some demos in a minute, we've put together so many different kits today for you. It's just been insane. Just to show you here, so this is the handbag, but you can see that edge, that's just one piece of cork, and we've edged it with that edge stuff. It's not cheap, but it will last you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. It's so big a bottle. So there you've got your Chicago screws, which should be the other way around, but these aren't nice ones to look at on the other side. And so it means that I could, so in a way everything kind of came together, because if I hadn't have had the edge stuff come in time, then I wouldn't have been able to do that little placard, which I needed in order to use these handles. So once again, it did weirdly all work out beautifully. And who needs sleep, right? So where were we? All the different hardware-y bits. It's one of those shows where you get the things that are missing from your stash to enable you to make lots and lots and lots of these things. So that's useful for making your rivet bag handles, and also for the handle on today's bag as well. This is just your 9-in-1 screwdriver, which is incredibly useful for little things like this. And also if you've got kids, or those remote controls, which when you have to change the batteries, have got the tiny, tiny, tiny screws, it's those. It's those, every time, it's those. Now, what else have I got? I have also got the mini ironing bags, ironing boards back in stock. These are sold out now 3 times, and I've got them back in stock again. And these were recommended by Lisa Chandler to us for your bag making, but actually really handy if you're going off to little workshops, but you can get them in your bags to press them, which is fabulous. They're really great. So I've got those back in stock today as well. We've had various sizes of these. These have got your little leather tassels and your tops and your fobs. Now, if you're getting one of these, this is a 45 kit one, but these, I'll tell you what these would do. If you're getting the Lanyard kit, see this was made out of yesterday's, then if you fold that in half, then that will work perfectly with those. Can you see? So with these, just do it down here by the sewing machine. By the time that you've adhered your favourite fabric to the background of it, and you've cut it through, you can then just squeeze that in half to slide that on, and then you fold it up. I don't think it matters if that goes on the outside or the inside. I don't think it really matters. Then that goes there. Then you pop your rivet through there, through all those holes, and there you've got it. What I would do beforehand, and what I have done on this has had the gum layer on it, and then I can either leave it like that, or I can edge it in the edge coat. The edge coat is just colouring it. The gum stuff is holding it together. That is going to make sure that that never frays. And away you go. So you can sell those with confidence, which is really, really nice, or gift with confidence. There's nothing worse, is there, than gifting something and not being sure if it's actually going to stand the test of time. So that's where these kits are incredibly useful, but I've only got about 5 of them, I think. And again, all the other times that we've brought these to wear in various different size kits, they've sold out. You've got the little leather tassels there, which also are going to look great. And then if you wanted to, you could use those instead, or just cut your leather. Same sort of premise, isn't it? Cut your leather into inch strips and do that. So. Let's get those out of the way. Now, yesterday we were asked, in fact, we've been asked for so many different things from you guys. You've kept us very much on our toes. We have got one left of the 72, 3 different sizes. So it's, what's that, 24 zips, different coloured zips in 3 different sizes, 72 zips. I've got 1 pack left. That's it. I think that's loaded. Now, talking of zips, let's talk zips. After we did the Tula bundles last week, I kept being asked, can we have some more of this? Because it goes with the pom-pommy Tabby Road kit so beautifully. So I've got in more of this, so you can get this with a metre and 2 of the gold pulls. So I've got more of that in because, and also it just looks really nice with all of the PU and everything that we've had in. We had the, where'd it go? Yeah, we had all sorts of PU come in, didn't we? And the new steel one that we had on Monday's show looks rather pretty with that as well. So you asked for it, it back for you. There it is, with 2 pulls. And that's a metre piece. Now, if you look at the Friday deals, we regularly bring you different rainbow zip combinations and this, that and the other. And this, I've got 2 left from a Friday deal because I bought you quite a lot of that. Let me just open and show you this. Now this is a metre of this beautiful zip pull, zip tape rather. And here you've got 2 of the gold, you've got a rainbow zip pull, and then you've got a star within a star. I love this one. Let me show you this one. How pretty is that pull in the rainbow? And then there's your rainbow pull there. So if you're wanting lots together, then this might be the one for you. Like I said, I've only got 2 of those left. Can't get hold of those pretty star pulls for a little while. Now, someone asked us for other rainbow pulls, so I'm going to come over here and show you these against the machine. There's my template for today's make in the bag, if you're wondering what that template is. If I get around to doing the bag. I've got handles for that as well. My goodness. I feel like we've done a lot and we haven't. We've got a handful, I think only 3 of these, with your big heart pulls and then the aqua ones. Now, this would go so beautifully with that zip. So if you want to get some super special zip pulls, then we've got those. Now, I love these chunky ones, and this was what we had. I can't remember, I've got like maybe 4 or 5 of these with your rainbow bees. Can you see that? Rainbow bee, and then a real solid chunky rainbow square pull. That's really chunky. That's a proper statement zip piece there. So we've got a couple of those. Again, these are all on today's show. Please do grab a look. We've got so many new kits and things, and it's been quite a busy time. And then we've got the same chunky zip, but this time with a seahorse. And again, I think I've got 2 of those left. Isn't that beautiful? So there's that combination. These are not easy or cheap to find, by the way. So grab them when you can. And then if you've got maybe some of our other rainbow bundles, we've got a heart one there in the rainbow. We've got paw print there in the rainbow, and then your straight bar rainbow pull. It's weird, when I buy these things from our suppliers, the rainbow ones are always more expensive. They're always more expensive. The other thing that I've got for you today is this. Now, I don't know if you've seen this. I've got mine down here somewhere, and it's brilliant. So what you've got is a little light for when you've lost stuff, and then you've got a magnet on the other side for when you drop your pins, and it extends. So when you've dropped stuff in a dark spot, then you can turn the little light on to find it. You can extend so that you don't have to bend to get it, and you can use your magnet to pick it up. Which and the end of it is you can bend it so that when you are having a good look in, and you've got your little silicone brushes for cleaning out your sewing machine, you can get a good look in there. I've got left as well. So if you want to grab those, I keep mine in my little toolbox down there. I've got a handful of those as well. My goodness me. I think we're now on to, these will be properly cut out, by the way. They were cut out in a bit of a hurry this morning. So they will be cut to order for you. Let's get rid of those. Clearing the way. Right, let's look at these kits then, shall we? Thank you for bearing with me. It's been a funny one this morning. In fact, do you know what? Just dropping stuff all over the place. Let's say good morning to everyone, because I realise I haven't actually said hello to anyone this morning, because it's been a little bit crazy. Right, who have we got with us this morning? We've got Brenda, we've got Sophie, and Sylv, and Lo, hello. And Carlene, can I please put the link up so I can order a PDF for the 3 gifts? Order a PDF for the 3 gifts. Yes, we can do that. Are you not in the UK then? Oh, low. That sounds like the perfect place. Sophie's loving a leather tassel. Nancy's in Australia. G'day. Jane's watching just to keep an eye. Rona's here. Shona's here. Good morning to you. Anyway, let me see any other previous comments. So there we go. I might have... Right. Let's take a look then at these kits for you. We've done these kits so that all you need to do is add your own fabric. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you can just make them as they are. That's absolutely fine. And you will get instructions as to how to use them. But you'll get the pre-cut PU, cork, whatever it is, and the hardware. You will get then this. Now this is your adhesive, and this is what you are going to then place non-shiny side down onto your fabric, like so. And you will then, in fact, Jane left me some little offcuts so that I don't use a whole new bit. She said, I'm just leaving these here for you. Can I find it? Can I? Let's cut us a little bit of this. Now, you may have already bought some of this. This is Fuser Web. And if you've already bought this, you might be best off just buying the templates, in which case you are good to go. So you're just going to adhere that onto the back of your fabric, let it cool. In fact, you know what? I've got a cork. I've got this. This is one that here's one I did earlier, and I let cool. So you will cut this down to size. Peel off the back of the tape. So you've got your adhesive on there. And then place the adhesive and the back of the cork or the PU right sides together. In your kit, you have got some pressing sheets. So we're not assuming that you Teflon pressing sheets or anything like that, but you can then press that onto there. Again, let it cool. And then you'll cut around. Great, I've done it on a bit that doesn't have all of the adhesive on. Well done me. Let me find a bit that does. Oh! Try that again with the bit that actually has adhesive on it. So you have got, with your kits, that you see, that was the edge of the adhesive there. In your kits, we have used the Fuser Web Light. What you'll see, this is, we're just waiting for the next lot of the Fuser Web Light to come in. This is the Fuser Web, which is slightly farther apart. So we've made sure that you've got your Fuser Web Light. Because I think that gives really good coverage for smaller projects like this. Right, yes, now that is properly stuck down. So what you will then do, and I would do it with your scissors at a slight angle, so that the cork is going to be the bit that you see the most. And you're going to cut right up against that line. Now, earlier I did say to you, if you're getting the pre-cut ones with the cork, and then you choose your own fabric, so you go through your scraps. This is perfect scrap making. You can do this with grandkids. They're going to absolutely love it. But we've put everything that you need into these kits if you just fancy having a go, plus instructions. If you've got the hang of it and you want to just get going and make as many as you want, then it will be like we did it on Monday, where you would then, I would adhere these first and then draw around and cut them out from there with a pen that is going to fade with heat or come away. And then you've got those little holes that you can poke through in order. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? I just love this fabric. So with your pokey tool, you will re-poke those holes, and then you can insert whatever screw or whatnot it is that you want to use. But, what I will want to do is get my edge coat. So I'm going to use my gum first. I'm really limited on these, by the way. It's really hard to get hold of in the UK. And you actually get in your kit, so we've done these sets where you get the gum and then you get either a dark brown or the black. But you can just see how this rollers on, an absolute treat. That's going to hold it together. And you've got, it goes narrower so that you can get into all those little bits. And you're going to allow that to dry before you then go in with the edge coat. So that is going to hold the cork and the fabric together on the ends. I'm going to let that dry. Now this is one that I have already put one layer. You can layer this up and rub it back as much as you like. It's up to you. But this little tool is amazing. You've got a flat one and you've got a round one in your kit. You've got two different ones coming if you're buying the kit. And then you just rub along the edge to give it that leather look finish. And that's all you do, and it just sits. The way that this is made means that it just sits on that very, whoop, if you don't drop it on your desk, just sits on that very edge, which is really nice, so that it does then look so much smarter. Can you see? Let me just change the screen for you, and then you can see it up close. I'm really excited to have all these things in. Just wasn't quite planning to have them in today. So you can see on that edge, and I said, so that's it without, and that's fine. You can make these without having that edge, but that is just giving it that nice professional finish, and suddenly making, and you can build up that edge as much as you like. So you can add layer and layer and layer. Let it dry in between. So we've got the dark brown. This is the dark brown. And we've got the black. You can use this on PU as well. And if you guys like it, then I'll try and get hold of different colours as well. And then give that a good clean. Okay. So let's that we've done, because I think especially, look, I hope you're going to agree with me on this, but this is the fabric. So if you got, this was the Kaufman fabric, I just love it, and I just think it lends itself so beautifully to this, because this was the pouch that I did, and you can see that's all edged in the edge coat, and I just think it's just fab. And again, you know, there's your fob edged in it as well. And actually, just to say, Josh edged that for me. He was busy on hand helping me make kits and get ready for today's show last night. So, and he has no craft background whatsoever, only that his mum used to do cake stuff. So that was, he went, oh, that gum stuff, Mum used to use that for her cake making. Like, yes, her sugar craft. So that's where you might have heard that before. So then, with these, let's just finish off. You would then get either a cam snap or, where have I put them? The making up kits. So I've got all of my little sets of these all over the place. I just love this look, just love it. So with your pokey tool, where is my pokey tool? Bear with me, caller. Or if you've got a little leather punch or anything like that, you can go through those holes. Now I tend to, one side will have the slits. If you want to have those slits, then just fold it, get a sharp pair of little scissors and just snip into there. To just, or if you don't want the slits, no one's going to notice. But that's what I would do there. It's still a bit wet, so I'm just going to be careful how I handle this. So split side or not, it's up to you. Then pop your little rivet through the hole. Need to make a big one. Pop it through there. Pop it through there. And then with your screwdriver, you will then screw your O-ring Chicago screw thing, rivet thingy. Got it caught in there. There we go. And just screw that on. I'll just finger screw it for now. But then you'll get your screwdriver in and properly screw that in the back there. So that then, if you want to, or like I say, you can use, there goes your screwdriver that in. You can always use a cam snap if you'd rather, and then it opens and shuts. But that just means that you can then have that as a key ring or as a bag charm or however you want to have it. Just makes it slightly more usable and less likely to get lost. So that's those kits. Let's have a look at which kits you can get. So there's the, let's have a little look. Here we go. There's the rainbow one, and then we've done the dark grain or the large grain with either a gunmetal, a silver, or a gold Chicago ring screw. So they are all those different elements there. We have also got for you we've got the leather, not the leather, the cork pre-cut. We've got the rainbow glitter pre-cut. Now, here's the thing, the beautiful thing about this, and this is just an accident, but I really, really, really love it. And that is when these fold over, it matches exactly, the pattern repeat is exactly. And when I did it, it was just one of those moments where you go, oh, that's gorgeous. And so the colour of will vary depending on whereabouts on the rainbow it is. So this one went through the green, so I'll give them that green. Some go through the yellow, that's going through the green, that's got a cam snap. I've got some with purple ones, some with pink ones. It just depends whereabouts on the rainbow it's gone through. Now, if you would like a kit to make this, and again, you pick your fabric. I've used Brandon Mabley's Reflections. You pick what fabrics you're going to back it with. Then this comes with your rainbow rivet. Now, before any of you say, oh, the rivet's already been shut, you just have to pull it apart. Okay, I've done that to make sure that you've got both ends. And this has got one of these clasps on it. Or you can get the leather one, and that's got the antique brass fixings so that you can make that version. I keep saying leather, it's cork, it just feels like leather now because of all the edging. It's really incredible. And then you can get the dark cork or the large grain pre-cut with all of your adhesive, your cam snaps, your instructions, and again your paper in there so that you don't gum up your iron. There we go. So they are today's kits. Please make the most of those. Do you want to have a look at Half Metre Heavens? Let's have a look at these, shall we? These go live tonight at midnight. Very excited for these. I've got two of this. This is the last of the Robert Kaufman. So each of these is going to be $9.99, which is ridiculous given that, I don't know if this one will be $10.99 because this alone, this fabric should retail at over £10 a half metre anyway as a metallic Robert Kaufman. So this one might be $10.99, but the rest are $9.99 per pair. Okay, there we go. So I've got two of these and that's it. And that's with red. And then this was back, I didn't realise that you guys had bought all of these. This is back in stock. You can get this now. Okay, this is back in stock. This is Indian Rhapsody by Petra Prins, who's part of the Dutch Heritage, which is just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. And like I say, I didn't realise that had sold out. I can restock a few more of those. Same went for this. You went absolutely crazy. This fabric arrived as we were on air last week. And I said I would try and get these up as half metre heavens. I managed to get one of them up as a half metre heaven. And it's sold out, but it is back in stock now. And that is, isn't that beautiful? Imagine opening up one of these little no-sew pouches and having that on the inside. There's just no end. They're just going to be great fun. And if you know you're going to make a few, just get the templates. Just get the templates is all I can say to you on that. So these have been restocked because these sold out. It's always worth asking. Some we can restock, some we can't. This one can't restock. I've got two of these. These might already be loaded because this is the second time we've had this, but that's it now. That's it gone because these went into the kits for the subscription members. Now, subscribers, your kits are on the website for you to buy, ready for the first Monday of September. This is your Stargazer. Again, this is a Kaufman fabric. Last time we did it with royal blue, which was stunning. This time I've picked out this green and put that in with it. And again, I've got three of these and that's with jade. Gorgeous. And then that's that fabric finished and gone and done. Now, this is new this week, and this one, this is the Rising Jungle. So again, Catalina, what's her chops? This was the other fabric that came in last week that you were all like, oh yes, can you half me to heaven it? So again, we've got these flamingos. They're kind of a larger version of these ones here. Same collection, Estrada, Catalina Estrada. And then we've put that with orange. It's so part of me just wants to frame this fabric. I really love it. But this will be the first time that this has gone up as a half me to heaven. And then your George Mendoza. This also arrived last week. We're going to do something interesting, I hope, with these. This is a blind artist, just incredible. And this is the first time that we've stocked his fabrics. I really, really love these. These are going to make fabulous borders, bindings, or as a standalone fabric, really, really beautiful. And this is I Spy in blue. And we've got in here, it's got a little splash of magenta. We've picked out that little splash of magenta. So grab some of his fabric. It's really beautiful, quite abstract-y, lovely. So this is Vision of the Soul in bright. And we've put that with purple. And again, these are all $9.99 a pairing, so it's a really nice, inexpensive way to get to know a new designer and have a fabric that pairs really beautifully with it. This is the Apocalypse. But again, just the movement and the paintiness in it is absolutely stunning. And we've picked out the Baltic in there, which suddenly brings out all of these colours. So it just is quite earthy. And the reason that I picked this, because I just thought it would look really beautiful with your corks. I was very taken with that. I was like, that is going to work beautifully. So maybe you're going to do a bag with that, but really quite striking. Really quite stylish as well, I think. And then this is the Paradise Sunset with gold. I might re-photograph this one actually, because I'm not sure that the gold really comes through on it, but yeah, I love these. It's just got that beautiful artistic painty feel to them. And I'm a big fan. And then this one is Bubblegum. We've put this with Peacock. Which just makes everything else sing. Love these. Now you could use these as strips. I don't know, just really, really lovely. In my head today, what I'm looking at is I'm sitting there going, okay, so I would need a fat quarter of any of these to do a full set of like that, but in cork or PU or whatever it is that you've got. If you want to give these kits a go with your own PU, bear in mind we've got some bolt end PUs as well, and some pre-cut meter pieces of PU that might be worth having a little look. Now this should be going up for more money. This is your Peppermint Paradise Mendoza, but look, this isn't a plain, this is a textured linen texture, but it just went too beautifully to not use it. So I was like, oh, we'll put it in anyway. So yeah, why not try a new designer? We're showcasing him in our Half Meter Heavens this week. Have a look through the Half Meter Heavens. We've still got some Caifs in there. We've got some William Morrises in there. We've got some Tildas in there. They're already up. 1s and 2s of them, because generally most of them go. But yeah, they are in there. So do take a good look. I've got some YouTube messages apparently, says Gemila. However, let's just change that angle. What you saying? What you saying on YouTube? What darn cute little ironing board. Cynthia's in America. We're sending her on a wild goose chase to try and find one. Jean's here, Leslie's here, Auntie Liz is here, Sarah W here, there, and Heidi is also there on YouTube, so hello to you. If you would like a kit which has, again, if you know that you're going to be making a lot of these, then I do have a little kit. Have I got my one? It's this, or very similar to this, where you've got gold, silver and gunmetal, and you've got the screws. So if you know that you're going to want to make a lot of these, maybe you're making to sell, making to gift, whatever, then I would recommend, I think I've only got like 3 kits of these, but we do have them back in stock today. Just forgot to say. Yeah, the little lining boards are gorgeous. So I think I'm going to demo that bag another day because I've kind of run out of time to do a full demo and really make it worth everybody's while. But you can get the bag handles here. Let me show you these. These are beautiful. And you don't have to do this bag in cork. You don't have to do my bag. You can do whatever you like. We've got the dark, I've only got 1 pair of those. We've got the midwood and the light wood. I just think they're really, really lovely. Really beautiful. And honestly, it was just a square of cork and I adhered the lining fabric to it, like we've been doing in these kits, edged it and then just put it through, and it was so simple. I do want to show you it, but there they are. I'm really limited on stock of these, so if you want them, please do get them whilst I have them. And there is a pattern for it as well with the template. Oh, that looks quite nice like that. If you want to make this exact one at home, and I will do a demo of it at some point. Now, subscribers, let's talk to you for a minute, shall we? Kits for our next subscription. We're going to get you making the jelly roll rug type things. And so we looked at kits yesterday, but those of you that didn't watch, they are up on the website, and now I've seen some of you buying them already this morning. What we hadn't got up was this, and because we haven't even opened these yet. We will do you a full 28 2.5-inch strip collection of every single one of these with 2 meters. Jane's done the calculations. 2 meters of wadding to do a really big rug. There is that option as well if you would like that. It's not just for members, it's just that if you're doing the workshop, then you might want to think of that. If you want to do smaller ones, maybe bowls, maybe mats, little mats, maybe, you know, rugs, mats, all of that, then I've got 3 different options for you. We have, and what we've got of these is what we've got. So we've got 10 strips of that stunning Kaufman and a half meter of wadding. All of these are coming with a 1/2 meter of wadding. Or you can go for sort of the darker set of the cave, or you can go for the pastels, or you can use your own fabrics. You can have them pre-cut, but they will need to be pre-cut. If you arrive for the workshop and you still have yet to cut your fabrics, that's going to be on your time. That's why we're sending out these kits with pre-cut fabrics. Please, if you are doing the Zoom workshop in the start of September, please make sure you've got pre-cut 2.5-inch strips. And if you want to get ahead and pre-cut your wadding into 2.5-inch strips as well. Perfect. That's all good. we'll pop that in an email, any prior prep that you need to do. Normally we do all of the prep from scratch, but we're sending you, if you're buying these kits, we are sending you the fabric pre-cut. So I need anybody that's using their own to be at that stage, because otherwise we're going to sit there and wait for people to just cut fabric, which isn't all the fun. You can still join and become a member. That's no problem at all. And you've still got time to join us. And it's a Zoom workshop. And because it's Zoom, you get to actually chat and ask questions and interact, which is lovely. Now, these are all available to anybody, by the way. And we've also done a long quarter version of these as well. So if you would like to get long quarters, and again, you can just cut your 2.5-inch strips if you're doing the workshop from your long quarters. That's why we've done them as long quarters, not as fat quarters, for all 28. If you are wondering what they look like, let's take out this one. These are by Adita Sitar. I'm going to open these so that the light doesn't reflect. They are absolutely beautiful. They're all exactly the same pattern. They are just the most beautiful. I can't even call them blenders because they are standalone beautiful fabrics. And each one of these, you can kind of get an idea of the colours behind me, but look at that. Can you see the tiny, tiny, tiny little stars in there? They're just beautiful. So we will cut them either as long quarters or 2.5 strips if you want that with the wadding. That's how they are available. Our pricing is very favourable on these, very favourable. We know that we are very competitive on this. So if you would like those, they are available in long quarter form. If you put 2 in your basket, we'll cut it as a 1/2 metre. If you put 4 in, we'll cut you 1 metre of every single one, but they are ones to have in your stash. The colours of them are exquisite. We will get those cut and photographed and get a closer look of them. Right, Monday. I just have a message to read because this is from the company that should have sent me my fabrics. So hopefully those fabrics will be delivered today or tomorrow. When they do, I will let you know on Facebook. They are all loaded on our website, ready to go. So at the push of a button, we have a show. Worst case is that ends up being Monday's show. And if it does, that's when we'll take a close look. But hopefully as soon as they arrive, we can push that button and they will be available for you. We have got brand new, all sorts of brand new fabrics. In fact, Gemma was trying to find it on the website from our supplier. She's like, Tash, some of these aren't even on the website. I said, I know, because they're so new in, we're the first people getting them. So we have got coming in, I'll tell you what we've got. We've got brand new velvets. Beautiful. We have got brand new tapestry fabrics, stunning. Think of all the trugs and everything that we've done. We've done, but all sorts. So Monday's show will be, as long as they're here by then, please. I know what it is. It's because I've ordered so much. It's on a pallet and nobody wants to dismantle the pallet, and that's why they can't be bothered to deliver it. I know exactly why. Velvets, tapestries. What else have we got? Now, you know we had the outdoor William Morris fabrics. You know, that we did the door stoppers, the wash bags, and all of those in. Well, these are polyester. Now, I know that some of you are funny about polyester and you want cotton. So, what I have sourced for you, and it is more expensive, but not very much more expensive, is Teflon coated cotton. So again, for all of your wash bags and everything else, Teflon coated cotton. It's a game changer. And I've got that coming in as well. Hopefully in this one. If not in this one, then in October's one. If it was touch and go as to whether or not it would be in stock. It's that new. I know. So there's all sorts of goodies coming in. I'm so excited to show them to you and so frustrated they're not here. But what I am really thrilled with is that we've got all the little things that I've been meaning to bring to air, like the zip pulls and the zips, and these little kits for you, or templates if you want to do that. Remember, each of these little kits comes with instructions as well, so it's a nice little giftable, something to be able to do with the kids before they go back to school. They will go back to school. Yeah, so there we go. Bag handles if you want to make that bag. There's a pattern for the bag if you want to do the bag. What can I say? We're there. I will see you on Monday, one way or another. Friday, we pick up our new puppy. So if you can't get any sense out of us, it's because we'll be puppy cuddling everywhere. But yeah, little baby Minnie joins us on Friday. So take care, everybody. Lots of love. Thanks for watching. Thank you for bearing with us. And again, a massive thank you to my team who have worked so hard to bring us any kind of show today. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.